Hi, it's Martin and welcome to another video on my Knit365 YouTube channel. Today's video is Vlogmas episode 8. Oh, and it's going to cover the end of our holiday. Boo! Oh, spoiler. Yeah, today is Sunday the 18th of December. Man alive, I don't know where this trip has gone. Although on one hand it feels like it's really quick and we're now heading for home. But on the other hand, it feels like we've been away for ages. Like a week last Thursday when I was standing in the flat winding yarn to cast on a cowl, just seems like such a long time ago, which is brilliant and it's exactly what you need for a holiday. And yeah, we've had a brilliant time, but I think we're both kind of ready now to sleep in our own bed and sit on the sofa. So a quick Advent update and then a bit of yarn shopping update, because I need to do this now in order to put them in the suitcase so that we can then finish packing. So Advent today, I don't know why I needed to look what the date was. I just got Advent, couldn't I? Advent day 18 then. That's right. More you know what. And on the basis that yesterday we had another ball of mist and not a colour, I'm guessing these beads are also more clear beads. So I've still got I've got at least half a tube left on the one that's currently open before I get to these. So I guess there's a lot of beading to come. I know we're doing the tail, although I've got no other crochet to show you because I showed you off at the end of the last video, and I don't know where my bag is that I can easily get to. There's stuff everywhere because we're trying to pack. I made the tail, so it's the ring, and then I said it's going to have 5 spikes. It's not got any further than that, but I have made more progress on Mark's cowl, which I'll show you later on in the video. So our feathered friend still looks like this, minus a tail, which I have started. But today's Advent is beads. So there'll be more beads in my story coming up, but I'm not worried that I didn't finish yesterday's and I've still got to do today's, because we've got 2 hours in the airport before we take off because we're an international flight. So I have to be there 2 hours before, drop the bags, and so I got plenty of time. I'll do that and then hopefully do a bit of crochet on the plane as well. So the bit that I just wanted to film then so that I can then finish packing. So I talked about my Scandinavian project and I had this idea that I wanted to make something as a memento of our Scandinavian trip. And in one of my previous videos, I showed off a pattern which is glorious. It's just 3 colours and it's a really clever shawl pattern. The pattern is the The pattern is the Evenly Uneven by Jenny Perry. Oh my God, I'm having a mare this morning. I'm not editing this out. It is the Evenly Uneven by Jenny Penny, not Perry. I'm blaming the fact that I've now got varifocals and I've got to move my head to I'm still not quite used to them. They're a lot better than weather glasses though. Random tangent. Let me have some coffee. Caffeine might help. So that's the pattern I'm going to do, and Jenny Penny is a Swedish designer, so there's another cute little link that's going to sit with that. And what I wanted to do, and some of you've probably guessed now, it's not revolutionary, but I wanted to buy wool in the 3 locations, and I wanted to buy wool that would either go together or contrast. But the wool would be my memento wool from this trip away. So when we were in Oslo, which seems like such a long time ago, when we were in Oslo, we went to Pickles, you'll recall, and I bought these 2 balls of wool. So this is Bliss by Pickles, and this is 40% baby alpaca, 40% merino, and 20% mohair. I've said merino because it actually says, I'm not going to pronounce it, Høylandsel. For any of you Norwegian knitters out there. And when I Googled it, it says sheep. Or maybe it's not merino, maybe it's a blue-faced Leicester. It's a sheep anyway. And I understand that Højlandsuld is a generic term for sheep's wool. If I've got that wrong, please correct me in the comments below and I will read that out on the next video. But it's a wool, mohair, alpaca blend. It's going to be lovely. So I bought these, and obviously if you haven't then made the connection, so these are two of the predominant colours in the Norwegian flag. So the idea being, we have this lovely dark blue and we have the red. Now the pattern says that you need 3 colours, and you need approximately 65 to 70 grams of each colour. So I have 2 50-gram balls. And what I'm going to do is I ultimately will have 6 colours. So I'm just going to say, where it says section A or colour 1, I will decide which one of these to do. I might stripe them. I might just do red. I might just do blue. But they will be the colours representing Norway. And then we went to the knitting shop in Stockholm, Litet Nistan, and in Stockholm, of course, continuing on the flag theme, I got these two, because these two will represent the flag of Sweden, obviously, and there's no missing that's the Swedish flag. So this is Raumagarn Finnel. And this is 100%, it says it's 100% Nordic wool. And I think I said last time, I bought some other wool, which I showed off in the other video, where that is spun and dyed in Sweden. This is kind of Nordic wool, it's not Swedish wool, but it represents the Swedish colours, and I bought it in Sweden. So that is the Swedish element. Again, I have 2 50-gram balls, and I will do the same as I will do with colours 1 and 2, so I effectively, section 2 will be a mix of these two. And then finally, in the last video, you saw that I met up with Oliver and we went to Sommerfuglen, which I should have guessed by the bag. Lots of you commented means butterfly in Danish. And I bought this wool. So this is along the same lines as the Swedish wool. So this is spun and dyed in Denmark. Now, I think that is the brand name. That's what I'm going to call it anyway, Flora. 201, I'm guessing, is the colorway. Yes. And these are 20 grams. So I actually bought 3 cream and I bought 3 red. Now this is a slightly, on camera, they look very, very similar. This is slightly more muted and a bit darker in real life. I think you can probably see that. And of course, these two then represent the Danish flag. Now I know that there is white in the Norwegian flag. I have to keep thinking because I keep confusing in my head. We've been to Norway, Sweden and Denmark, and Oslo, Stockholm and Copenhagen, and I keep interchanging the capitals with the countries, which is why I pause every now and then. So I know that there's cream in the Norwegian flag, but there's also cream in the Copenhagen, in the Danish flag predominantly. So that is why I put cream in the 3rd colour. So again, I need 65 to 70 grams of each. So I've actually bought 60 grams of the red and I got 60 grams of the white. So I have more than enough to, again, interchange the colours. So I really like this because predominantly it's red cream with this lovely little navy. But then what we're also then going to do is we're going to have a splash of this yellow and blue. And I think they're going to be really lovely worked up in that pattern. And what I'm hoping to see is where you can see, so like this section here, it's striped. So if that is section 2, for example, I can stripe those two. So I'll be able to intersperse the fact that I've got 6 different colours. I think because of the way the pattern's constructed, that will be fine. The yarn is all different. As I said, these are alpaca and mohair. This is a singles yarn, whereas this is 4-ply, and you can see it's got twist in it. It's quite rustic, and this is even more rustic again. This would be perfect for a coloured yoke, for example. But I'm okay with that because, again, it's a shawl. They're going to be spread out all throughout the shawl. Predominantly, I've got quite rough woolly yarn, which I love. I don't have an intolerance to it, so I'm okay with having that on my skin. And then we'll intersperse it with a little bit of mohair and a bit of luxury, almost like a mini mohair there. So yeah, so that is the wool that I've bought, and that's the plan for the trip. And what is really cool is when I met up with Oliver and I said he made us a little gift, he's made us some decorations for the flat. And what Oliver made were hearts. And we've now, since he's given us these gifts, we've seen these everywhere in department stores. I think it's an almost, I don't remember seeing them in other countries, so I'm not sure if it's a Nordic thing, but certainly in Denmark we've seen these heart shapes before. So they're super cute. They open up. So we have these hearts. So that's almost representing Oslo, Sweden, and Copenhagen. So it was really cool that Oliver had the same thought that I did about trying to make something as a memento or as a keepsake of our trip away based on the flags for the places that we've been. So thank you again, Oliver. These are super cute. And we've already decided what we're going to do. We're going to hang them on the doors in the house. And because they've got a little the opening, we're going to pop chocolates inside them. But we're not going to tell people that there's chocolates in them and see if they notice. Because like my brother will probably, oh, that's pretty. Oh, chocolate. And then eat one. And then we can tell like niece 2 is coming for Christmas Day, but niece 1 is only coming on Boxing Day. So like we can live, go and look in the heart, and then she'll find secret chocolates. So we're going to hide the chocolates in these and put them around the house. So super cute, Oliver. Thank you very, very much. And yeah, great minds think alike with Scandi inspired wool. Oh, that could be the thumbnail. So that is it. This, no, excuse me. More coughing. This has been a slightly longer introduction than I was planning, but I had a lot to show off. So we are now going to pack. We've missed breakfast because we had a little lie-in. So I think, what time's our flight? Mark's out of the shower now. 5 to 6 is the flight. So we've probably got like 3-4 hours before we need to head to the airport. So we finish packing and then we can go and have some lunch. That could probably be the plan. So I will be back in a bit. I'll show you the tail and show you where I've got to with the cowl. I've made some progress. Please lower your expectations for what you're about to see. And I need to remember the colour name. Lots of you have asked for what the colour names are for the wool. I can't remember. I need to go back on the previous video and find out. So I will tell you that in a minute. And that's it. It's 3 o'clock on Sunday. And the little travellers are heading to the airport. It's cold, although definitely not as cold as it has been some days. Right, if only our trip home can be as quick as you're going to see it. Let's get home. just like that, we're home. Good morning. It is Monday. I'm off to the office. Oh, I know, right? Oh, we can do this, lads. I've got my shawl because I'm thinking it's going to be cold on a Monday morning. I've got my knitters t-shirt on and my big woolly cardi. That's right. Wrap up warm. Right, I have to go and do a day's work, and then I'll be back later, just coming up for you, and I can share my progress on my holiday knitting. Good morning, and now it is Tuesday. What a crazy first day back at work. No big dramas, which was great, but just a very, very busy day. I didn't get home till gone 6. And then we had some food, caught up on the traitors. Oh my God, it's such a good program. I did a bit of crochet and then I was just too tired to do anything. So I'm going to do a very quick wrap up to wrap this video up, and then this video can go live Tuesday. The one bit I forgot to mention, as I started editing it together yesterday, the video opens, and that was actually Saturday, I think, when we went out for breakfast, and then we went around one of the Christmas markets. So you saw that with music. I did put a few things on screen, but I didn't do a proper introduction on Saturday. I don't know why. So the next thing you've seen then is me sitting there going, hi, welcome to day 7 of Vlogmas, or episode 7, you know what I mean? So I just explained it. That was the day before's footage. And I had my bubble cardigan on, and it was all lovely. But I think that it just got a bit disjointed. Anyway, so I came home to some woolly parcels. So it was Ed's Extravaganza, which is a thing that Toft do every year. You get 10% off kits, and there's a free patch. You know I love a patch. So this year's patch is Peter the polar bear. Look how cute he is with his little hat. Now, I've already made Peter the bear in my menagerie. My Peter is brown, and I think I'm going to count my Peter as being the patch project. So if you're new here, these patches come from Toft. You get them by special offers like Ed's Extravaganza, or with a book launch, or by meeting up with the staff member whose patch it might be. So Kerry is the chameleon, for example. Tash is a sloth. Evie is a chihuahua. So if you meet them at shows, you get their patch if you chat to them. And my plan is to make every patch that goes with make every animal that goes with the patches. I'm not even halfway through, but I have all the patches, touch everything, which is super exciting, even the really old back catalogue ones. So the Peter the polar bear I already made in brown. So for now, for my patch projects, I've got loads of others that I need to do. I'm going to count my brown bear as that one. So there'll be a photo on Instagram with him shortly. But what they also do is during Ed Extravaganza, random boxes get allocated a free gift. And I opened my package and had a little sticker that says, I don't know if that's going to focus. I'm not sure. Congratulations, you have won a kit on us. Merry Christmas from Team Toft. So I won a little hat kit, which is cute. And it's got beads in. It's early morning. I'm still a bit coldy. So this is to make a hat for one of the animals, which will be really cute. I might try and do that. That's kind of like a between Christmas and New Year thing, isn't it? It shouldn't take long to make the hat and put the beads on. So I might try and do that. But I've never won anything. I think I've entered Ed's Extravaganza for 3 years now, 4 years. Someone's ringing. And I've not won anything, which is brilliant. But I ordered a yantra kit. A yantra is a bird. If you hop back to Vlogtober, episode 3, I think, when I went to Ali Pali, if you want to see what Yantra the bird looks like, because I met actual Yantra, who's one of the top photographers, at Ali Pali, and I got Yantra's patch. So I bought the wool to make the patch. Right, bear with me a minute. Someone has just rung me, and I think it might be the online food delivery. It was the online food shop. Right, couple of final things to wrap this video up then. So, showing off the cowls, and I haven't found the labels for what the wool is, so I need to go back on the video, one of the earlier videos, watch it. So if you wanted and you've been asking what the wool is, I'll pop it in the description box below the video. But in terms of cowl progress, we've got this far with Mark's, and I've got this far with mine. So if I hadn't had to stop because I wasn't sure how to do this pattern, or I hadn't gone to this one and I'd carried this one on, I think I would have finished a cowl, because those two stacked on top of each other, I think you've got to go until they're like 7 or 8 inches. So that would have been a cowl. So I've got 2 half-finished objects from my Scandinavian trip, but I think I would have finished. I'd have definitely finished one of them. But yeah, this one is just bonkers, as you've seen before. So this is the Betwixtmas cowl, and this is the barn door cowl. Again, I'm going to put it in the description box below the video. But now oh, that's inside out. That's inside out. Now I've worked out how to do the pattern, I've nailed it. I can do it. It's a 5-row repeat, and I can do it without looking, which is great. So plan for the rest of December will be when I've got some spare knitting time to carry on working on these, because these could quickly become finished objects for December. So that is that plan. And then finally for Advent, I've actually got a bit behind. I've done, so we started the tail. You saw I did the wing. I did the wing. I did the join in the circle in the beginning. I've then added these 5 prongs on. That was the end of one clue. And then I've now added the tail on. So I've done one tail. So this a really subtle, again, I think I said this in one of the earlier episodes. So this goes from cream into mist, but it's like an ombre effect. And I don't think the camera's going to pick that subtle colour change up. But I now need to add this tail length onto this one, and then that's one day's clue finished. Then I think I need to bead them, and then I need to do these 3. So I'm a little bit behind. I didn't get any crochet time really yesterday until about an hour in the evening. So that's my plan for today, because I need to stay up to date with Advent. Then once I'm up to date with Advent, I can then go and do the 12 Birds of Christmas, which I'm not worried about, because as lots of you pointed out, the 12 Birds of Christmas starts around Christmas Day, Boxing Day. So if the 12 Birds real thing that I want to do in my head appears later, that's okay. We do need to open Advent. So you look at the tree a minute while I go and grab the box. Hi. It's the 20th today, I think. Yes, it is. It's the 20th today. And I know it's the 20th today because it's Gemma off of the Little Grey Girl's birthday. So if you happen to be on Instagram, go and show Gemma some Knit365 love and wish her a happy birthday. Right, I've got my Advent. This was a lot easier when I had them on holiday, and I've kept all the bags. It was a lot easier when I was on holiday because I just had the bags I needed. Right. Da, 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 da. The flat looks like absolute carnage because we've got 10 days of washing to do. Parcels for Christmas. Ooh! Oh, that's cute. Right, so today's for the 20th. Someone said about covering my eyes. Does that focus? I don't know, I can't see. We've got this cute little pin badge. Hi. Are you coming to say hi? No, he's just woke up, grumpy. So we've got this cute little pin badge. That's really nice. So that'll live on my little knitting bag. Oh, so that's really cute. I like that. Right, so that means I need to do a lot. It's okay. Vlogmas is going to continue to run until Saturday. What day is it today? Tuesday. So you're going to go up on Tuesday. We will definitely have one up on Friday because I will show off the finished bird. She's in a suitcase somewhere. I don't know which bag she's in. So she's not in my, because I didn't want it to get damaged on the plane. So she's not in here. So the actual bird that I've made is in the suitcase. I hope. Can you imagine if I'd left her in Copenhagen? Yes, so there will definitely be a video on Friday. No. When's Christmas Eve? Saturday. Yeah. There will definitely be a video on Saturday for Christmas Eve because I will show off the final bird. There's probably not going to be another video now, but there might be one on Thursday. Maybe we'll do a short one. I don't know. Anyway, I've got to go get in the shower and I've got to go to work. So this has been a bit of a rambly one of me sitting down chatting to you with less out and about. But I had things to show off, like my Scandinavian yarn and updates now on wool from holiday. So there we go. It's the craziness, the chaoticness of Christmas week. And I've got so much to do. It'll all get done. It'll all be fine. The only knitting I need to do before Christmas Day is my Toft Advent. Everything else can be done in that lovely time between Christmas and New Year. Although I haven't got much time off work because I've had my time off work now. Anyway, right. Let me wrap this up. I can edit this together today from me and the Mr. Cup. Yes, Mark's got another Mr. Cup. Let's just take a moment to reflect. We were on a brilliant holiday. I don't know what I'm doing. We did have a brilliant holiday. It was so amazing. And thank you all for your amazing comments and supportiveness on the videos. I'm glad that we got to take you away with us and that you had a lot of fun living vicariously through us. Now we're back for the manic craziness of Christmas. But hey ho, it'll all get done, won't it? So I hope that you're keeping well. I hope that you do find a moment of calm with a cup of tea or a gin or a sherry and just take a moment for yourself. Remember to breathe and drink some water and then drink a coffee. And it'll all be fine. It'll all get done. No stress, no drama. I will be back at some point between now and Christmas. So thank you very much for being here. And until we speak again, happy crafting.